Hello. Welcome everyone to the final day of the Generation Cup 2022. What a day we are going to have today because Arjun Erigaisi takes on Magnus Carlsen. And what I'm truly interested in is if Arjun can make a comeback today. Because yesterday, Carlsen was in the best form of his life. And I think he's like a man on a mission here. He wants to win this tournament. He has said publicly that he wants to win this title. So for me, it's very interesting to see if Arjun can withstand Carlsen. Not that if he can beat him, okay, that would be another level. But even if he can just stretch it all, the 4 games, give a tough fight, beat him in one of the games, that will be fun to watch. So I think we are going to look at this games today, and we're going to start in 5 minutes. I think it's going to start in 5 minutes, but before that I wanted to just discuss a few things with you. I'm back home, and so अतुल गुप्ता जी कह रहे हैं आज टाइम पे स्टार्ट किया, अनबिलीवेबल. अरे क्या बात है. So there is a small thing which we have developed. This is known as Chessranga. Okay, I guess you guys are aware of it. It is known as the Chessbase India Academy. And today, how many of you know about it? Can you tell me in the chat? How many of you are aware about Chessranga and have signed up on it? It's completely free. Samkit Jain says Chessranga is so good. So in case people who haven't signed up, just go to this website academy.chessbase.in, and it's a very interesting website that we are building up, and you can check it out. I'll put the link here. You can sign up there, and I'm going to show you one small example of what it is like to learn there. We have 3 minutes, so I'll be quick. So if you go to Fresh from Oven, this is something that I develop every single day. If you go in September, then you see so many games like Arjun versus Rinat, Carlsen versus Nepo, Carlsen versus Neiman, Leonardo Costa versus Ilam Parthi. If you go to the last one, Arjun Erigaisi versus Magnus Carlsen, day 1. So this is the board way of doing it. There's another way of doing it. If you click on the video button here, you see, if you click here on the video button, then video will open up and you can go at the right moment. Let's say, hi everyone, this is Sagar Shah and I welcome you to this video. I'm not at my home. So you can check Mumbai, the video in your free time, but I'm going to do this right now to see how many of you get it. So it's black to move here. White has just played bishop h4. What would you do here as black? Black to play. Anil Thakur, f6 was played in the game. So let's say if you make the move that was played in the game, then it comes as a feedback. This is what Arjun played in the game, but it is incorrect because the knight simply heads back to f3. White is better. So you have to click retry. Lot of people say g5. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. If bishop takes g5, then f6. So if bishop takes g5, then f6 wins. And if f takes g5, then knight takes e5 is hanging after d5, bishop e5. Okay. Guys, should we do one more before it starts? One more. Yeah? Shall we try it out? Yes? Let's go to the next one. What is the move by Magnus that Arjun had missed in this position? Black to play. Black. What is black's move that Arjun had missed? Which knight? Which knight, guys? Which knight? So few people are saying ng4. Okay, this looks the most natural because there is a mate and there is a mate here as well. But if you make this move, knight g4, The right move for white here is to play knight c6 and black is checkmated. ये देखो ये खेल के takes check and black gets checkmated. So you can't play this. So the right move is knight. If you play not 6d5, if you play knight 6d5 here, this looks great but is wrong because rook e1 wins for white. So everything is feedback oriented. You will learn a lot of things here by trying this out. If you play bishop d4, this looks logical, but after rook takes d4, white is winning. Understood? So that's why the right move is knight 4 d5. Simply phenomenal. You were able to find the best move, and now black is completely winning as ng4 is a huge threat. So guys, this is a very interactive way to learn. Please do check it out. Every day I keep putting new stuff here. It's academy.chessbase.in. It's completely free. There are many different courses here. How to play chess, chess principles for beginner, basic opening chess trap, chess classics you must know, and we are going to keep on improving this. So please do check it out. academy.chessbase.in. Okay, let's start with the game because I think it is going to start, and I have Amruta Mokal here joining in. Hello, Amruta. How are you?
Yes, Sagar, I'm good. I'm very excited. Today I have a manager who has arranged all the OBS and everything, so no problem there. I think he is back on job.
What? Who is your manager?
एक है बंदा. So he was yesterday traveling to Delhi, so he's back today.
Is he smart?
In what way?
I don't know. Is he smart?
I believe every person is smart and stupid.
Okay, guys, we have Arjun on the screen. The game is about to start.
And have you...
Amruta ji, pranam.
Acha, pranam.
Yes, Blaze YT, we will put basic opening theories there. And then you can do an interactive. मतलब बहुत कुछ करेंगे.
ये क्या boxing
बहुत कुछ करेंगे. बहुत मतलब I'm very excited for Chessranga. So please do, guys, please कर लेना.
Sagar, did you update what I sent you in the last?
What?
You didn't check my message.
Yeah.
Widget.
Yeah.
Alright.
And Magnus Carlsen has arrived. Hello. Ooh, Magnus. You know.
Today again in blazer.
You know, one of the things that I am just very, very keen is that somehow Arjun puts up a great fight today, Amruta.
Yes.
Because this is very important. If Arjun can sort of give his best, then it will be a lot of fun to watch. But Magnus is in another mode only itself, because Magnus somehow feels that this is a very, very important event for him, and he's giving his absolute best.
That is very true in every sense, like on the board also, and the way he's presenting himself.
At least in the finals,
he's focusing everything.
The way he's dressing up, suit pen ke.
What was the need for him to wear a blazer in this finals?
I don't know.
There was no need, but he did it. The respect.
I don't know. It's just that he wants to take it very seriously. That's what I feel. But okay, let's just make sure that we have our video cams nicely in place.
They've not yet started, no?
They've started.
Acha, they have started. Just beginning. King attitude.
Okay, look, Amruta. D4 played first move. Knight D4, D6 on the board.
Is it converting to modern, Sagar, once again?
Quite possible that he might go for it. So D4, D6, E4, Knight F6, sort of perk, Knight to C3, G6, Bishop E3. So it's actually the perk defense, Amruta. And don't you also play this system with white?
Yes, but after Bishop E3, how did he continue? Like, did he go the Karpov variation, or did he go for the aggressive one?
Let's see. C6, Queen D2 by Arjun. Knight b d7, and he long castles.
Wow. Oh, but knight g4 he is okay with. Okay, bishop f4 right now. He
Not
has.
bishop f, maybe bishop g5.
First bishop g5, then bishop f4 if the bishop is a
So guys, you should not give up this bishop. Bishop g5, h6, bishop h4, and white is better. So he went b5. Arjun now played f3 because b4 was a threat to attack this pawn here. And this is the position Magnus is now thinking. He has taken some risk for sure here.
Yeah, just by entering this line.
But Amruta, this is the same way in which he had beaten Arjun in the first round of this tournament. Not first day, but first round.
Knight b6 he goes for. By the way, Sachin asks, why not play c4 instead of knight c3, taking full control of the center?
You can't play that because he has attacked your e4 pawn. So you have to defend it. And if you play something like f3 to defend here, it has its own drawbacks because then you can't get your knight, and e5 might be a move here. So f3, knight b6 played.
Okay, knight c4 is the threat.
Not threat. I will take it. It's not really a threat.
You could continue with your attack here on the king's side. With, I think h4 is the main line, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. h4 or Mamruta g4 or maybe king b1. No? I think, oh, there is one big threat here, Amruta. Big threat is b4. Because once you play b4, let's say I play h4 or g4, you play b4, the knight you don't want to bring it to b1. And a4 you don't have. So you go knight e2, but then he gets knight c4 attacking here and here. Right. And you lose the key bishop. And guys, remember, if you lose this bishop, then this king feels very safe because bishop g7 and castle, and this bishop is very strong, unopposed. But till you have this guy, it can always go and exchange it off.
Correct.
So that's the reason why I feel that Amruta here...
He allowed knight b1 actually, but he didn't give that bishop. You were absolutely right, Sagar.
Actually, he could have gone bd3 here, so that b4 he can come back and the bishop controls.
That's possible. Absolutely possible.
But he wanted h4.
No, h4 I like. h4 is a nice line. b4.
Knight b1 and a5 by Magnus. Because this pawn was hanging, Magnus has saved that pawn.
Also, it is not easy for black to proceed with a4. Because he will have to look at this pawn, yeah? That is not giving. Bishop a6 is also one of the ideas maybe to exchange this bishop. Possible. Not sure. Yeah. Knight h3 Arjun goes for. Arjun could still ignore the attack and continue on the king side push. That's what Don Kenny is saying.
Knight h3 played.
And can you also explain the format today?
The format, by the way, is that yesterday Magnus already had won with the score of 2.5, which means he has won the first day. But it's a 2-day final. So if today Arjun manages to beat Magnus, then it is 1-1. The score with which he beats is not relevant. If he beats him, if it is 2-2, by the way, then Magnus has won. Because yesterday he won, so it's basically he has scored 1.5 points. He won yesterday and today it's a draw. So actually all that Magnus needs today is 2 points. Arjun needs 2.5 out of 4. And once Arjun gets that, then they will have a tie break.
That's the format. But so that if today it goes until the end, it's going to be a long night. So knight h3 here. Okay, why is Magnus thinking? He went d5. Bar doesn't like it at all because naturally answer is e5. How are you allowing the center to be fixed in this manner? Because even if you see knight h5, first thing scares me is, okay, this g3 square is there. That's why maybe g4 is not the best idea. Because
not just knight g3, Amruta. Then, once you lose the bishop, then knight c4 also comes and you lose this also. So that is his plan.
But here, ठीक है, but still you don't want to lose that bishop. Correct.
But then Arjun can stop it. No, he can stop knight
Queen
g3.
f2. He can go
Queen
Queen
f2, Queen e1, and it has happened. This is the position on the board. And by the way, PRT gives a nice suggestion on Chessranga. He says if the pop-up showing the feedback can be put on the side, instead of having to close each time, we can read it while looking at the board. So PRT, when you close the pop-up, it comes below. That's what was one thing we discussed. So pop-up है, पढ़ लो. अगर नहीं पढ़, मतलब if you close it, नीचे आ जाएगा. Below the board it will come, so you can read it.
Wow. So Sachin has closed
Queen
center
e1.
is good for black since the king is in the center.
Not,
No, not
but it's
that
not
way.
completely closed. And now look at this. He wants to go g4. Then he
Space
might go
advantage is
f4,
big
f5.
one.
So it's not 100% closed. There are still breaks available in the position.
Sagar, one question. This d5 move was definitely a commitment from Magnus's side.
Yeah.
Why did he go for d5? Like usually he okay,
could go
h5
h5.
is not a good idea. Like it can be, but you don't feel like giving up the g5 square forever.
One idea,
The
Amrita, is
other
bishop
is
h3.
Exactly. The other idea is to take here where of course
And
you're going to
h5.
take with the rook. And now
So that the knight doesn't
now,
go to g5.
Okay, this is interesting.
This is one of the ideas.
This is definitely interesting. But can you attack this? I don't know. Matlab, this can be considered. This can be considered. There are these possibilities. Surprisingly, Magnus has gone for d5 and Arjun went here for queen e1. Correct?
Yeah.
So bishop h3. Now Magnus took the bishop.
Took the
He did-
knight, yeah.
Yes.
Rook
Knight.
h3 and now he went knight g7.
What kind of ideas is he having? He
Okay,
wants to
okay,
go knight
okay.
f5 or
Guys,
knight
guys,
e6
guys,
and
look.
c5.
If you play g4, Amrita, he wants to play h5. He wants to fight for the f5 square. If you close it, this is exactly what he was saying, you know.
Right.
E6
Very
Keldo
good
and
example.
and very good position for black because everything is closed. Knight is beautifully placed.
Right, and
So-
I would like to add here that this is exactly you can understand about the pieces. Opponent has a knight, don't give him this kind of easy squares to settle on.
So now the question is, what should Arjun play here? Guys, I want to ask you, use the chat moves and use the chat, write down your move. There is a beautiful pawn sacrifice that white can play.
Matlab, why is this guy so stupid?
No. I'm not stupid. I want to see if people can guess. Look, it's not easy, Amrita, to do that. And in the chat, we have. अरे अपडेट नहीं हुआ.
नहीं, maybe it's the go to this thing, change log. Go back. No, it's not. But I can tell you who gave the answer. I should know. Okay, there are some tricky possibilities.
Kalka link.
Didn't change it, no? So you have suggestions like e6, h5.
Guys, फिर से लिख रहा थोड़ा, please. Sorry.
Double. Guys, you have to overwork.
I'm sorry.
Please.
And Arjun is thinking for quite some time. No, he's played his move. What did he play? No, Arjun went bishop h6. यहाँ पे. He's gone with his bishop to h6. But the right move, and actually not the right, but a very interesting move was h5 pawn sack. And all those who found it,
काफी लोग.
amazing job done by
VVK, Niyantra, Abhishek, Harsh Patel, Slightly, Chess, Blank, Ashish, Aarti, and Vitthal. Sagar, by the way, e6 does not make any sense, right?
e6 knight e6.
कुछ sense नहीं है. Okay,
But because I said pawn sack, they wanted to sack a pawn. But h5, the point is, guys, if knight h5 to go g4, he is forced to go back. And now you've got an open h5. So for one pawn, you got an active rook. That was the reason to give the pawn. Okay. But anyway, he didn't do that. He went bishop h6. And okay, it's not at all a bad decision or something. But let's see. What Magnus did was he went knight e6. Again, a great move by Magnus Carlsen. Bishop f8, rook f8. So until now, Arjun has played very well. But now, I believe that he will be tempted by the next move, which is very much in Arjun's style, but it is not the best move.
which is it h5?
Yes, and I want to ask the chat, Why is
Yeah,
h5
why is it?
not a good move in this position? Black to play. Magnus Carlsen की तरह सोचो. Think like Magnus Carlsen.
यहाँ पे बढ़िया सवाल पूछा है सागर ने. This is a very very good question. And if you are able to remember this theme, it is going to help you in many such positions, because one of the most common structure is h7 g6 f7 and white attacks that like a hook. तो ये याद रखना, बस ढूंढना नहीं पर याद रखना.
And the move here, by the way, guys, is ooh, knight f4
Hari
you want
says,
to play.
Sagar bhai, if only I could think like Magnus.
But guys, if you play knight f4, it will lead to the same thing after rook h2. If you get tempted here,
Now to h7 is hanging.
then this could be a problem. So don't get tempted by it. The right move and suggested by few of you is g5. All those who have suggested.
Oh, Raksha, Arnab, Lakshya, Jagmohan, Shaibi, Abhimanyu, Saad, Ashman, Kacham, and Basant.
I want to tell the chat that many of you do this very religiously, very truthfully. You try to think on your own and put the answer. But there are people I know who try to use engines to find the answer. Please don't do that. Okay. Try to think on your own. Try to get the answers. It will really benefit you as a player. भले आपका नाम पहले 10 में नहीं आएगा. It doesn't matter. Right? You have to try and think on your own. Please do so. Okay. So now Arjun has still not made his move.
G5 with the idea with 6. Yeah, so right now, a few suggestions of people like, oops, sorry, h5 को knight f4 था ना, वो दिखा दिया I think. So what are the possibilities for Arjun? One is h5, which we saw. Suppose he should not play h5 because of this problem.
He can
How
play.
can he think?
It's not like
I
lost or
understand,
anything.
but what are the other possibilities, like candidate moves for him to consider?
See, firstly you want to get the knight.
Mind में, you know, wanting to cover the f4 square, but looks too
G3,
slow.
rook h1, bishop h3.
Because I think black, is he not going to try for c5 in the future?
No.
No.
If you go c5, the rook gets opened up. It might get very risky. So,
okay, risky is fine. Magnus loves risk. In fact, he is playing very risky chess with Arjun. Second idea for Magnus,
he played rook h2. I don't know the point behind rook h2, but maybe it could be that he didn't want knight f4 to come with a tempo and he wants to prepare h5. Queen c7 played by Magnus and Amruta. Now maybe he has, actually not really, there is a check here. So I don't think c5 is on his mind, but he might want to long castle.
I don't even think he wants to long
castle. No, long castle is fine.
No, the rook on 8 is beautifully placed. No?
h5. Okay, he's played h5 and now maybe c5 Amruta. I don't know, like c5. If I go bishop b5.
That's what I'm saying. Don't worry about bishop b5 check.
d8.
Exactly, Sagar. You didn't trust me. You have serious trust issues. Look at this. Why I am suggesting c5?
I still don't feel that black's position is good, after this. Oh, he played c5. By Magnus Carlsen, क्या बंदा है?
Just the happiness of being able to play such crazy chess, Sagar. It's a lot, and I'm seeing it from him even yesterday.
मतलब Magnus is actually enjoying chess, no?
Exactly, मजा आ रहा है. He's loving to play with our players. In fact, that is something with Arjun. I'm sure he will be very excited to play. Arjun is super strong, and who won't be excited? Even Magnus is excited. That shows the Arjun's level.
That is true, but generally, like, when you're playing the finals, you're full too serious and all. But Magnus is just enjoying himself and finding really amazing moves, because to sort of bishop b5 and king d8 assess it as better for yourself is not easy when the rook is opposite here.
Not just that. Firstly, I think he's playing fearlessly. मतलब कोई डर नहीं है to lose. Even yesterday, the games were such. When he gave this check, king d8, ये देखो ना, I doubt even Arjun would feel the same thing कि भाई c5 कैसे आएगा. It's very unusual to do that, to allow this check, to keep the king in the center. But it doesn't really matter. a4 आ रहा है अभी.
c4 actually. So in the A4. Position, he took queen takes, and now Arjun took on g6, hg6, and he played g3, which is an interesting move because now what Arjun wants to do is connect his pawns with f4, g3, e5, and the rook on h2 now keeps an eye on
Yeah.
the c2 pawn.
In fact, very unclear position. Even if the bar says that Magnus is better, it is not so clear until your king is in the center. Magnus
Yeah.
has taken a big risk.
A
for
very
sure.
committal move is
Yes.
rook c8, because rook c8, he is now giving up, forfeiting his right to long castle. He could have long castled here, but with rook c8, now the king is like, why ye mera ye rook bhi. So if the king was
King
like,
decides never to buy a shelter. He doesn't want. He wants to keep moving.
or if the king was like this filmy drama mother, then would say मेरे दोनों बेटे कुछ काम के नहीं है, you know. I can't castle. So rook c8,
Rook c8.
and he's
Okay,
played f4.
now the good part about that rook on h2 is it is defending the c2.
The good part about all of Arjun's pieces are they are all working from their homes. Work from home chal raha hai sabka.
Exactly.
And also, Amruta, knight d2 I want to play to get here, but there is a small problem. Can I ask the chat? What is the problem after knight d2 here? I want to get my knight here. Guys,
Next time ऐसा एक question पूछना without the bar, changing the assessment. थोड़ा तो कभी chat को थोड़ा तो tricky करवा दो सागर.
देखो, chat is very alert, but there is one guy who said a4. Bhrugu Das. Bhrugu.
Bhrugu, please don't mind, no offense meant.
Bhrugu, think again.
अभी think क्या ही saw.
Yes, well done, guys.
Actually, not one guy.
Rajiv, Gauransh, Nikhil, Unity, Raksha, Jagmohan, Sai, Vibhav, Kacham, and Ishwar. There is a simple mate here. We have close to 120 people who have given this answer, which is quite surprising that 24 people have some other thoughts. But no, there is C2. 7 people said C2. That is fine. Okay, anyway, I don't think Arjun will ever get checkmated like this.
No.
But look at Magnus's focus, man. It's just too good. I'm really inspired by Magnus. Guys, if you are so good at something as Magnus is at chess, it's easy to lose motivation over a period of time. And when you see the artist completely engrossed and completely in sync with what he's doing, it's a joy to see this in action. So we are all lucky to witness it. And now Magnus is threatening mate here by sacrificing his queen. So imagine that if you are not careful and you play queen e3, boom, boom, and boom, mate.
Oh, Arjun is careful for sure.
By the way, someone in the chat said that Shubham says I am like a great artist in sleeping.
Who? You.
Not me, him.
Then? Acha.
He can sleep very well, like, just like how Magnus plays chess.
That is actually a skill, yeah, Shubham. Tell the people insomniacs.
Hari A says witnessing Magnus live is a blessing. That is true, guys.
How many times he actually blinks? Like if we just had to count in 2 minutes, he really blinks a lot, which is very good for eyes. In fact, Sagar, you should blink more.
I have one question. I thought something. If you play queen f2, okay.
Knight.
How about this knight is hanging?
Yeah.
I also saved this mate. But how about b3? Because what a move this is.
Wow.
Okay. If you were to take ab3, then
wow.
Guys, you see it.
Nice, Sagar.
You see
what
it.
a question.
Oh, it was a question. I didn't know. I thought they would get it. Knight b3.
Amazing question.
But if you were to take this thing here, again a mate and another one.
Wow. This is an important lesson here to learn. Guys, whenever, even we just go back, whenever you see the king, where on its side, everything looks congested, like all the squares are occupied, such kind of sacrifices you have to consider.
Yeah.
Because it is one check and it's all over. So at that point of time, material, कौन check दे रहा doesn't matter.
So b3. Now this is a threat, ba2 and make a queen. And this is a threat. And so many threats. And you can't even take. So what is the only move for Arjun here as white to survive?
That's the only move.
Only move, guys.
Rakshit says, I have a theory. Magnus is going to make a big revelation related to a Hans that he is going to make when the tournament ends. He wants to win the tournament and talk about it rather than lose. And that is highly possible.
I agree. I agree.
Times,
Good point, Rakshit. Because Amruta in the last interview also said on the last day he'll reveal something.
Correct. Rakshit, घर बैठे बैठे क्या सोच रहे हो? पढ़ाई वढ़ाई कुछ है? चल क्या रहा है?
अरे chess fan है man. He's thinking about the biggest chess controversy in the world.
No, that is right. And he's come out with a very good point there. So definitely Rakshit.
Oh, Arjun plays queen f2 and he's ready for b3. Let's see if our chat
calculated the defense.
Has found the defense.
Amazing, guys. Well done.
Brilliant, brilliant job by
Arnab Roy, Bhumika Shah, Roy and Rotten, Lakshya Mundra, Kacham, Chakradhar Sandeep Zaho, Kavish Vishwanath, Dishang Zaveri, 404, Vittal Sarada.
And actually more than 100 people guessed this move, knight c3.
No, but many people made a wrong move, c3.
हाँ नहीं बट c3 में तो सीधा क्वीन ही बन रहा है दोस्तों, तो वो नहीं चलेगा. But the move here is knight c3 and if you take here I'll take with the knight. If you take here then I can take your knight. So
you're a piece.
So you must play knight c2, but then I'll take rook takes and ab3 and
knight
it
E3.
is equal.
Knight e3.
Yes, it's equal.
Yeah, it's equal. Rakshit asks, what if knight a4 here? But if you play knight a4, aren't you losing this guy here?
Yeah. Queen d4.
Without much competition.
Oh, but Arjun goes for a4, which is actually not a good move, guys. Arjun Erigaisi has made a big mistake here because he has missed. Yeah, he's just given up a pawn.
Why would he do that? Like if he played if he played queen f2,
yeah,
there is definitely something he would have seen. Otherwise,
I think what he did not like here.
Well, knight c2 only, no? Otherwise
something maybe he didn't like something here, which is check, king b1 and here, but actually it's all fine. Queen f2, rook f2.
This
I'm not sure. Maybe he didn't like knight c2 variation, but yeah, I mean the way he's played a4.
Or maybe he didn't like something which is everywhere the queen is.
Or maybe he just preferred this somehow. I don't know why.
Because black's king is weak. Does it give that feeling?
No, but he's pawned down and look at this. Now
I know he's decided, let's say, to sacrifice it for some reason, because if you just, let's say, forget the engine for a while.
No,
what you
there's
can
no
see
engine
is,
here.
Yeah, what you can see is the king is on d8. You have amazingly placed bishop here. Yes, definitely black is a pawn up, but this b3 can get weak. This rook could come in on 7th rank. So कुछ तो ऐसा मतलब ये knight क्या कर रहा है इधर? If you actually ask, yes, it is beautifully placed, but what is it doing? What is it attacking? Nothing as yet.
It's just well placed, yeah, and also it can always go back. So it's not like even trapped. And clean pawn, Amruta. Clean pawn. Also knight c4. Then maybe rook c5, king e7. I mean,
but can I attack the b3 pawn? Yes, he goes in. Am I winning? You can't. Yeah, you can try to put your knight here. But wait. I can't go knight d4, right? Because you will take the knight. I have rook d3, Sagar. So right now I am threatening to win the b3 pawn, okay? And suppose I am able to win this pawn, then I have 2 pawns against your 1 pawn on the queen side. I have your king in the center. If you look at it, if this, everything is controlled, I won't definitely call this a safe king as of now. It can come under danger. It's practically playable position.
It's danger, but the thing is that there are no pieces to attack. So
Yes,
for
that is
example,
the
if I do
problem.
rook c5, you go here knight d4.
No, rook d3. I will go rook d3.
I'll take. Huh?
No, rook d3 I will go.
If you go rook d3,
Rook c8 will you go?
maybe knight c4. If you take here, there is knight d2 check. If you take here, I have dc4.
Yeah, I don't want to take there for sure. And if I go g4, I can't go f5 because e5 is hanging.
And look at
in
this
that
line,
point.
Amruta. If you play knight c1 to
knight
win
c1
here,
is nice.
then I will take here and play a4, and this is game over. Because my knights are beautifully placed and rook will come here and take this up. So and believe me, Amruta, with the form that Magnus is in, such moves are not impossible for him to find.
So knight e1 has another idea, which is knight c5. So if you are saying you will go rook c5, knight c1 I mean, I can go knight c1 and you need to take it in order to win the game. Imagine you are making a move like Shan's simple move, okay? Then after knight c1, I am getting my
He
pawn
played
and
rook
I am
h8.
in
He
the
played
game.
rook h8.
Exactly. Magnus played rook h8.
Now if you
This is hanging h4.
take knight c1 because you want to win the b3 pawn.
But this you will attack or no? What are you planning to do? क्या करोगे क्या? Being brilliant at chess is hello Sagar sir and Amrita ma'am. Just wanted to share that today I played a one-day rapid tournament and scored 7.5 out of 9 and had a rating performance of 1867.
Was it
क्या
a
बात है?
rating tournament? Congratulations.
Amazing, amazing. क्या करोगे सागर? Suggest
हाँ,
करो
यहाँ
ना.
पे actually it's not so simple, yeah. Like
Rook h3 suppose. Okay.
no, but knight is hanging. Let's go knight e3, Amruta. Perhaps
Which
instead
knight
of
is
rook
hanging?
h3. No, after knight b3, this knight will hang. No,
हाँ,
c2 wala.
correct.
So can we go rook knight e3, attack the rook?
Rook g1 maybe.
Okay.
Acha, rook g1 is not preferred for some reason.
The reason is
know
rook
what?
h2.
Okay,
Knight
but
takes
if I take
b3
here,
and knight c4. Which knight? Any knight maybe. Now you
okay,
can bring the
b2.
other knight also.
This is better. So this
And
I
then,
cannot
yeah.
defend. That's nice. Rook
So
h2
the point is, Amrita, even if you lose a pawn on b3, you can get one of your knights here, and then you can get the rook to h2. With that, black will have lot of play. Like let's say here knight c4. And the problem again is that you cannot take here because of knight d2 4.
Yeah, this is irritating. Yeah.
And if you take here, then I was
in
thinking
fact,
here.
it's happened. Yeah, rook h8, knight e3 has happened.
Magnus is making each move beautifully.
Not a fraction of millimeter wala chance he's giving. This is crazy, yeah. I mean, he's in his best form.
If you get a bad position in this form that Magnus is in, it's very difficult to come back because he's making all the accurate moves.
Correct.
So real test of Arjun today is how much he can sort of fight here, and really it's not easy. He goes rook e1, but again Magnus will find this move knight b c4, and with knight b c4, bishop c4, knight c4, knight b3, the move that he has in mind, guys, anyone could follow this line. What would black play at the end of it? Let me see how many of you are actually listening to me. I have mentioned 3 moves.
Finally, I like this question by Sagar. Sagar, that's a very good question.
I love the
Today
chat.
you're really
I
asking
love the
amazing
chat.
questions.
Look at this, Amruta. They are all synced in. They are all seeing this. Rook h2. Well done. And truly, all of you here, 88 people. Maharishi, Sai Alagappan, Lakshya, Sahil, Rajiv, Shivam, Karthik, Dipanshu, Minakshi, and Saurabh. Excellent job, guys.
I thought, Sagar, it was... Ek minute. Who has given the answer of nobody? Knight d2. Who has given knight d2? That guy.
Yeah.
Exactly. Satvik. So knight d2 was the final move. No, if rook takes b3, knight d2 check.
No,
and it
knight
was a
takes
4.
b3. It was. So I mentioned here the line was take. This was the position, and now rook h2.
Get it. So what happened? He played rook e1, by the way. Arjun did not go for.
Do you
rook
think,
e3.
Amruta, do you think that Magnus can find knight c4?
Firstly, look at Magnus. He's
He's a bit
smiling.
tired, huh?
No, he's smiling, very
Slight.
slight smiling. There he was. Yeah, tell me.
Bishop takes c4, and now knight c2.
Intermezzo.
What a move!
Nice.
Because I'm
nice.
attacking your rook,
Rook
and if
G-
your rook moves,
Rook e2 or rook g1 से अगर
d takes c4, whatever you play. And the
Doesn't-
point is that can Magnus find such an idea? मतलब like पहले तुम खेलो ये मारा तो इसको नहीं मारते हुए you come here. No, he goes for that knight. Okay, and Arjun instantly chops it off. But now rook
Because
h2 attacking here. King c1, he gets his king out.
2 minutes for Arjun. Yeah?
Can you take here, Amruta? Oh,
Yes, but-
this is
Oh, guys in the chat, what
guys,
should
beautiful
what should?
move here for white. If Magnus falls for it, that would be epic. Arjun, trappy guy, in form. Arjun now, not in form, but at least he's
He's
putting Magnus under
having
pressure.
ideas. He's having ideas.
Yeah.
Good idea.
The point here is, yes, knight takes a5 exactly to deflect this knight from here so that he can win the rook. And this is suddenly becomes equal. So all those who said knight a5, good job here, guys. I think many of you did mention it. Ooh, beautiful chat. Amazing, guys. Okay, let's go back to the position. King c1 on the board. Magnus thinking. And Magnus is like, what should I do? And this is great. Another point to learn from the world champion. Don't rush. Because he is better. He has 5 minutes on the clock. Why to hurry? So the right move here, Amruta, is knight b2. Because if you take knight a5, then I can take knight a4. But look at Magnus's move. Another amazing move. King f8.
What?
Yeah, he's just like,
Yeah.
he's like, they go, I have this pressure. Okay, you can't win this for now. So I'm just improving my king for the time being.
What, in that case, so he can keep improving his king like this.
Yes, why not? Why not?
Are you serious?
I'm serious, Amruta. I'm serious.
White needs to find some counterplay. कहाँ है?
क्योंकि-
Where is the
क्योंकि-
counterplay? Yeah, there I have bishop h6 when your king goes to g7.
इतना नहीं जाएंगे, आराम से जाएंगे, Amruta.
Got
He'll
it,
go.
got it. Oh, amazing.
This is Magnus just understanding that these two pieces are so well positioned. Even though Arjun has won back his pawn,
Yeah,
he's just calm. He's just improving.
knights are just as strong. Rook f1.
What is Arjun's idea?
No, in any case, what would you play? Like there
Yeah,
are
it was tough.
there are no good moves here.
Rook d1 maybe was better, but I don't know. I mean, just
Not much of a difference, yeah.
I think rook d1, knight b. The idea was rook d1, knight b2 because you attack the rook, and now you play rook d2, and if you take king d2, and maybe this endgame because a5
This
is
is at
hanging.
least, yeah, thoda bahut you can fight. You can fight this. So Magnus would not have gone for knight b2 here. There is zero doubt. But if he would go a move like
Knight
slow
d2
move,
now. That is the point of rook d1. With rook f1, you are not preparing any real move.
yeah. Knight
So
d2
now
was
even
a
if-
defensive idea, in fact.
Yeah, even if Magnus goes king g7, what is his plan exactly?
No, he can. At the end, this doesn't help. Rook
Yeah.
f1 move is not helpful.
Correct. So
Or maybe he wants to go g4. Like, I don't know. It sounds a little bit crazy, but maybe g4.
g4 f5, huh? Create
F5
play.
I cannot play until
No, why not? Just give up some material. They create weakness on e6.
okay. Could think of it. Possible.
Oh, what happened? Magnus took on b2. Arjun took on a5. And he took on a4. Okay, this is like he's pawned down.
So even if he's pawn down, look at the pawn structure, na? Don't you think white can hold this?
No, man, Amruta, look, this is a passer. And two knights well positioned. Rook on the 7th. It's a huge advantage.
But what if he eliminates lot of pawns? Let's say right now rook f3 has been played. His idea Is it a g4? I don't know. Can he do that? I'm not sure.
If he can get like knight c5,
Make a simple
d4.
move like king e7. Like just king e7. Yeah, I'm sure it's a bad move. See, it's a bad move.
Yeah. No, he won't do that. The idea what I was thinking is knight c5. Okay. Idea is d4 and knight d5. Once I get my two knights here controlling so many squares, it can become nasty. And if you play here, I can get my knight to e4. So somehow getting this knight here.
G3 is also weak. F4 is also weak.
So if Magnus can play knight c5, knight e4, he should be doing well. Yeah, he finds it. Again, Amruta, there is just Stockfish and there is Magnus. There's not much difference between the two. Yeah, he's just finding best move after best move after best move.
Rahul says if Arjun wins today, then will there be a match tomorrow?
No, today is the last day. If Arjun wins today, then after that tie break will be immediate.
Rakshit says watching to like ratio is 1 out of 5 right now. क्या कर रहे हो यार? 5 likes कर दो. 5 likes तो 100% होता है रक्षित.
5k likes.
5k likes. 35% भी चलेगा ना? बस.
Arjun is thinking now, but he's down to a minute on the clock. It's really low.
Right side bar not working.
Right side bar is not working. So what we'll
That
do
is a auto problem. So we will just hide it. So that for people who are actually trying to train, they can look at the live board also, check, do the assessment, and then get back to this.
Amruta, he's gone rook a2. He didn't go knight e4. He went rook.
Now it's not a position for Magnus, I feel, where it's only one or two moves which would win.
Yeah.
There would be
When you
multiple
do
options.
this, then black is just created another big problem for white by pinning this. So I think here the only move for Arjun is knight b3, but he goes knight c6. Okay. Now knight e4 looks strong.
Padmakar Kanase says, what do you think? Arjun is under psychological pressure?
No, I mean, playing Magnus is of course very tough, but I really feel as a chess player, it's like you're getting someone to fight who is at another level, because not only is he the world champion and the best player in the world, but he's also thoroughly motivated. And this is, if you can play well in this, it's like the ultimate. You know, you are fighting against the beast.
Amartya Kumar says Arjun should be proud that he is remaining calm against a computer-like play.
No, for sure.
Magnus is another element. I mean, definitely sometimes it feels like Magnus, when he wants to play best chess, it is a choice with him.
Well, it's not a choice, I would say. A lot of factors have to come together. Like firstly, he should feel motivated. He should feel inspired. His environment he has to keep. I mean, there are so many things. So it's not. While we may think it's a choice, you have to create that, and it's not easy.
Actually, motivated Magnus is like the best player ever in the history of chess. Even in comparison to anybody, I would say.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. 97, and now what do you do? Rook.
In fact, it is. That's why I say, I think one of the best things about Arjun is, in a way, he is that opponent who could bring out the best from Magnus.
Yes, also opponent, and also, as we said, Amruta, there are other things which is inspiring Magnus.
Correct.
Like this entire Hans episode. Today, he wants to maybe make a statement. He wants to win. He wants to make sure that he is, dominant in the tournament.
Correct.
All these things are sort of motivating him. Meanwhile, knight here, I don't see if there is any threat, because rook g8, you can always go king h7, Amruta. But maybe his point is go here, king h7, play your rook back, attack this. If the king comes back, again check it. So some play Arjun is trying to create. Like for example, if you go rook g3, he played. Oh, by the way, again a brilliant move by Magnus.
Knight c5,
Because bishop is hanging, and if you play anything else now, let's say for example bishop b5, there is check, and there is mate, actually check mate.
Wow, this is a beautiful mate again. What patterns he's able to bring in on the king c1.
Yeah, just
And if you look at this king, it is not just exposed, but it is like that radiation ke liye itna highly exposed.
yeah.
Just very difficult to defend. By the way, chess time has super chatted. He says going to tournament. Will learn from Chessranga. Oh, wonderful, amazing.
Please give us feedback. Oh, by the way, rook f8, but now a6 is hanging, or I mean, it seems you can take.
Can you
But
take
also-
on one
but
second,
wait,
one second. Can you
not
take
go-
on a6 or there is a trick here?
Yeah, you can.
You can give a check. King h6, of course. Knight
King h6,
g8.
knight g8. That's the
No,
trick.
no, that is not the trick. The trick is, guys, very nice move. Oh my god, this is brilliant to the core. Like, to the core. And you should not be able to find it. Like, you should try it, but you won't be able to find it. It's
Oh, he played king h8. He didn't go king h6.
Oh, he is alert, man. Not making any casual moves, huh? Magnus is not doing that.
Yes, g4 is correct, guys. G4 is the right move and well found by
Paras Boyer, Madhav Gautam, Mahit Sahi, Prasanna, Pushkar Dere, Are, Vignesh Kanan, Minakshi Balsubramaniam, Saurat Biswas, being brilliant at chess and Inat Sali.
the point is that you want to threaten mate here, and if you take here, there is check and mate.
Wow,
Because
what a
earlier,
backline mate.
if you did this, then the king was getting the g4 square and black was winning because he's better. But because of g4, that
You
was.
take away the escape square. Hey, this was very beautiful. What Arjun tried.
Oh, and he's
actually.
resigned. He's resigned. The game is over, guys. The game has ended. It was an epic finish here because after rook f8, knight a6, check, king h8, check, king g8, rook a7, knight c5, f5, knight d3. Arjun resigns because if king d1, can you guys find a mate here? What's the mate? There are two ways to mate. So let's see in the chat both the moves. I want no other move, guys. Only these two moves which are winning in the position. Just two ways to checkmate. And I'll see which move people are liking. Because, both are patterns. But one is more common.
Yeah. I think most of the people exactly they would like that. Because जो मजा आता है नाइट से मेट करने का लाइक वो नाइट का चेक और मेट
Yeah, mating with two
Feel.
knights is very nice, but this is more common in chess because this rook attacks and this knight takes
more
away.
commonly more common occurrence you mean, right? Yeah.
So these are the two mating patterns, and of course, if we went king b1, then again knight c3, king a1, and rook g1 with these two squares taken up. So this is the situation, and guys, Magnus has taken the lead in the match. We'll update the scorecard here. It is 1-0. He needs one more win and he has won this finals because yesterday he won. So today a draw is enough for Magnus. So 2 points. So if Magnus wins the next game with white, we have a
What?
very early end to
If
the
he
string.
wins next,
He will reach 2 points. Then Arjun can't win
what
the
are you
match.
saying?
Yeah.
So this is already a must-win situation,
Yes.
and Arjun was white, so Arjun will be black. It has to be a crazy game. मतलब if you try to play drawish कुछ होने तो वाला है नहीं. Oh my goodness. By the way, what is up with our other Indian players? Like, are they were playing tournaments elsewhere and अभी गेम चल रहा है and
Right
live
now,
game is going
Vidit
on.
finished, I think, third at Shusha Chess. That's over. Gukesh's team Solve won the Spanish league, so that is over. I think Arjun versus Rajabov. I don't know, guys, if the date is out at Global Chess Championship, so not so sure about that. But meanwhile, guys, I want to just give you an update on the Help Chess website that we have launched. And this is something which we launched during this event. And we are very proud to say that all of you have been amazing. So, just to show you, let me just see if I can pull it up. Yeah, here this is the Help Chess website that we have, that we built, helpchess.org. It is Chessbase India Foundation, and we are on a mission to support 1,000 chess players. And hundreds of amazing players leave the sport every year because of lack of funds. Help us to change that. And there's a video here, you can watch it. Are you a believer? So there's a big believer who contribute more than 50,000. They can institute a scholarship in the name they like and can give it to a player of their choice, or discuss with us and give it. And there's a
And already
believer,
we have seven in the
seven big
last
believers.
3 days itself, which is
I
a big
wanted to show them.
thing and very high
And
gratitude. Yeah.
there is a believer also here, Amruta,
Yeah.
where people can contribute any amount of their choice above rupees 100. First we had launched with any amount, but then people started putting 1 rupee, 2 rupees, and so we kept it at 100. So you can contribute 100 or above, and you can see here that your name gets instantly updated very, very quickly whenever anyone pays the amount, whenever anyone donates. And what I wanted to show, Amruta, and this is something truly amazing that has happened, is that we have, since we launched on 4 days ago,
20.
4 days ago we launched, we
right.
have had so many people who have contributed. And this is the entire list. Very, as we said, transparency is the most important thing for us. So all the people who have contributed are here, and it close to 210 people contributed, and the total amount that was raised is 7 lakh rupees, which is simply phenomenal, guys. And all of this will be used carefully, and we'll give you updates regularly as to how this money is utilized. So we already have YouTube memberships, and also this allows us to help a lot of many upcoming talents. And this is something that that will be continuously updated, and I will be talking about it in the live streams.
Yes.
So thank you so much for
This is a
everyone
big
who's
support. I mean,
contributed.
really big support, and absolutely can show that you guys believe in this Indian chess. Wait out, please.
Okay, so the next round will start in some time from now.
When does it start? Okay, in 7, maybe 5 minutes, 2 minutes. I don't know. In finals, they may not follow that exact time, right? They may start it earlier because it is just 2 players.
Yeah.
So they Sachin Paul super chats and says, I feel Arjun, Gukesh and all need more classical elite events like Carlsen, Giri and Karyakin used to get at 1920.
Exactly, and I think one of the main things that needs to be done is more events happening in India. This is one very important thing that should happen, whereby these players get to play world class players. This is the key thing, because you might think, oh, Arjun is not playing well and Arjun is losing to Magnus, but you can't imagine the amount of things he's learning from this experience. Maybe he'll be down, he'll be a little upset for a couple of days, but what he's learning, Amruta, will elevate his game for sure. And this is a given in the chess world, that once you are able to play against a player who is much better than you learn a lot out of that entire experience.
Jeet Singh asks, hello Sagar bhai, please advise from which link I can donate. The link is in the description.
Yeah, it is
And maybe we can help in this.
helpchess.org. It's a website that we have built recently, and it's a very nice initiative of Shashwat, who is our tech head, and Shikhar, who has helped us tremendously to build this, and also Siddharth, and all the people who contribute. By the way, this is an ATG certified charitable trust, so you will get ATG certificate if you put your PAN card details there, and you will also be able to claim tax exemptions for that. So we are trying our best. We will also try in the coming days to get the what do you say, FCRA, so that people outside India can also contribute. Devansh Verma, thank you so much for contributing and for becoming a believer in Indian chess. 196 believers. Well, hopefully we'll reach 200 by the end of this, which would be amazing. We'll have 200 believers since we launched. And by the way, we plan to do sort of an event every few months where, and we have Jeet Singh who has contributed 1100 rupees. Thank you so much, Jeet Singh. This very nice little widget is also a very nice addition, yeah, to the stream. Guys, we are back. There's no lag. We have had another contributor, Jeet Singh. So thank you so much, Jeet, for your belief and for your contribution. Nova Esports says, Sagar bhai, repeat. Well, the thing which I was saying is, at some point in every few months we will have something called as sort of a believe. I don't know the name, but it may be Believe fundraiser, whereby all the big believers who have contributed 50,000 or more will be invited to be a part of a simultaneous exhibition versus a top player who will do the online simul, and he'll be able to sort of, it's one of the things that we wanted to give to these people who contribute. Rin1034 says, can you share the link of the website that was created? That to contribute is helpchess.org, but the one which we're talking about, Amruta, the Chess Base India Academy, as we call it, it's called Chessranga, and you can right now, it is academy.chessbase.in. In a few days, we'll also have chessranga.com, which will be activated, but for now, it is academy.chessbase.in, where you can learn many different things. I like it very much. You know, it's a very nice website. I work on it every day. Today also I worked on it. Yesterday also I worked on it. Every day there's something or the other updated. Amruta builds syllabus. So just to show you guys, if you check this out. Sorry, Amruta.
Okay.
Yeah. The thing here is that we have currently how to play chess. So if you click here, you will get all these little these courses, like, you know, chessboard and
Yeah,
pieces.
many of you who ask, I have a 3-year-old daughter, 5-year-old son, how do I teach chess? So this is definitely something which you can try. I have Sagar has tried with a few, you know, kids. I have tried with a few kids, and it's very nice. मजा आता है. Social media, thank you for your contribution.
So let's say, for example, you want to learn how check works. So you can go here, click here, and you can say start the lesson. We are going to now learn a very important concept in chess called check. What is a check? So first I explain what is check. In a game of chess, the kings on, and then, but first let's learn the art of giving checks. Can you give a check in this position with the white rook? Can you give a check with the white rook? And then it pauses and a board pops up. So then you can just decide what's the move here.
King e5 check. And there you get the play king e5 check. Suppose I don't know check कैसे देने का मुझे पता ही नहीं है.
Check where the black king is and figure out how the white rook can attack it. I have to change. No, I have to change that. White rook. Wait, one person has given the right answer. Shabad Jot. Very well.
He's always giving good answers.
Well done. That's a check. And once you do that, it moves ahead. Yes. You move your rook up here. And okay, let's go to the game. A check. And let's see. Oh, we have 201 believers, Amruta.
Oh, अभी फटाफट बढ़ गए. But just check.
Not, they have not come yet.
तो board चालू रख दो. Ah, it's a nice end meet. Okay, that's nice. That's why I would put it. Oh, and we also have a super chat. Sachin Paul says, do you think these games being non-rated is affecting the quality? If you are some veteran like Levon, would you take it as seriously without rating? Yeah, I think they would not. It would not.
Yes, but no, Amruta, it does impact those because the money is very high, but sometimes rating is what people have been going for since a long time. So maybe it could. Maybe it could. It's a good question. It's a good question to ask. By the way, Kaushik Kanan, thank you for 500 rupees. Well-wisher of Indian chess, 1001. Singer Ravel for 1000 and Manish Verma 101. So all of you, it's updated on the website directly. So thank you so much.
By the way, Sachin Ranade says, I'm teaching my 14 months old daughter, Arya, identify pieces as rook, bishop, etc. Amazing.
Very cool.
Sachin, Sachin have you ever written to ChessBiz India?
Yes.
I would share something there on email with you for your 14-month-old daughter.
What? Say no.
Everything he wants to say. No.
Say no, Amruta.
There is something which will help.
There will be many people having 14-month-old daughters.
Right now, let's focus on
Guys,
chess.
how many of you have 14-month-old daughters?
Right now, let's focus on chess. And Magnus has played c4. Guys, we are going into English opening. It is not at all related with Marathi opening. Sagar, तुम्हारी commentary, I need it. Please begin.
See, everyone saying they have 14 more. एक जन जियो इंस्पायर कह रहा है मैं 14 months का हूँ.
Oh my god.
So many people have 14-month-old daughters. Please give.
अरे क्रिकेट की मैच चल रही है क्या?
हाँ. Okay, so Magnus Carlsen opens with c4. Arjun goes knight f6, knight c3, g6. Magnus plays e4, telling Arjun, I'm ready for your King's Indian. Arjun goes d6. Oh, Magnus also. Let me.
Oh my god, what is he drinking?
I don't Coke maybe. d4, bishop g7, f3, castles. And now Magnus plays bishop g5. So I'll tell you guys, this is known as the Zamish variation against the King's Indian. So a lot of people used to play knight f3, bishop e2, castles. But Zamish said, I want to attack. And I want to attack in a way whereby I launch my pawns. Also, another thing is I want to keep my center strong. So after castling, there are few moves. One idea is bishop e3, queen d2, long castle. It's a very common way to play. The other idea is to play knight g2, which I have played a lot in this position. It is a famous line. Abhijit Gupta plays it a lot. Tanya Sachdev plays it a lot. And also Matthew Sadler plays it a lot. I learned from Matthew Sadler a lot this line, and also Abhijit game. Bishop g5 is another way to play which Magnus has chosen. And here there's always a question. Should I go c5 break or should I go e5 break? Now, one of them is right and one of them is incorrect. Would you play c5 or would you play e5? Guys, let me know in the chat which break would you take. Arjun has taken this break, but is it the best? Maybe he could have made a mistake.
Harish Kapoor says, my daughter is 4.5 years old and today she won her first game and won youngest play trophy. Very nice. Don Kenny says, I'm
Congratulations to
Harish Kapoor.
Harsh.
Don Kenny says, I'm Dave. Just saw the website. I recommend Stripe over Razorpay and it will be easy and secure when accepting the payments outside India. Super chat for me is not working, so had to send it here. Okay.
But Don, the main thing is right now, because we do not have FCRA registration, we cannot accept international payments. That's the reason why we have kept it that way. In future, Razorpay, we can enable international payments. So it's just a matter of enabling it. It's not that it's not available.
Sachin says Magnus is drinking Kokam Sarbat. But tell me something. Definitely alcohol would not be allowed, right? When you're playing chess. But how would they know?
I don't. Amruta, don't ask all these tough questions, man. C5 is the correct move, and lot of people have suggested C5 very good, and this is the correct move. Now, the reason why E5 is wrong is a very specific reason. You take, and then you take the queen, and now find the move here. White to play.
Rin says, Chess with India, really, it's so hard to see Indian players losing. One of the painful days. This feeling makes me want to stop watching chess. How do you cope up with this, Sagar and Amrita?
Well, the thing is that in sports, it's always win and loss keeps happening. So if you are going to, like, I remember when I was very young, I used to watch cricket, and the moment Sachin Tendulkar would get out, I would be so upset that I would switch off the TV, and then I would be very, very, like, it was like a personal loss. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, no, it's like how many philosophers actually say that pain is beautiful. So that way, these failures, if you look at the documentary which Chess Biz India has made, we have showed that last year in Chennai how things did not work out. Before that we won, and after that again this time we won the medal. So it is all a process, and because of those failures, the success, I think, is very important. We should not give up. It is of course hard, but it's a part of the game.
Yes, very good, guys. Knight d5 is the move that I was expecting here. And well done, Prashamsa, Shubham, Saad, Aryan, Devapriya, Ujwal, Ananya, Prakhar, Deepmala, and Chirag Khanna.
Nice.
So, the right move here, as correctly mentioned by so many of you, was c5. Then Magnus went d5. Arjun played h6. Bishop e3. Then Arjun played e6, Amruta, breaking in the center. Now he's converted this into a Benoni-like structure, because this is known as a Benoni structure, guys. It's an opening, Benoni. And now
right
you
now,
will see
Bishop h6 is the threat.
Is a threat.
King h7.
So he didn't play it. He played knight d7. And a very important question to everyone in the chat is, why is bishop h6 a mistake? This is a typical idea which you should know. Why is this a mistake? Black to play.
Rakshit says India beat Australia to win the series. Match खत्म हो गया, अब watching पड़ेगा. Nice. Was there UZ playing?
Yes, fantastic answers by all of you. Knight takes e4. Well done. Amazing. And the right answers have been given by Shabadjot, Rishi, Aryan, Rakshit, Naman, Shubham, Sayantan, Savita, MD, and Geet Jain. The point is, I've attacked your queen. No matter what you take it with, knight or pawn. Let's say you take with knight. I give you a check. And unfortunately, your bishop also hangs. So g3, queen h6, queen h6, bishop h6, and yes, you can win a pawn here, but after knight f6, black is better and going to recover the pawn. So going back to the game, instead of taking here on h6, what Magnus did was he played knight h3. Arjun still has this queen h4 ideas like knight e4, queen h4, so he plays a6. Now Magnus blocks the checking idea here on this diagonal, so Arjun then defends it with h5. a4 played to stop b5, rook b8 to try for b5, bishop e2 because b5 is still not possible, knight e8 to maybe prepare f5 at the right moment, castles, knight c7, preparing b5 now. Now you have enough people. Bishop g5 attacking the queen. You don't want to play f6 because your bishop is closed for the time being. Also, this is the live position now. Arjun is thinking. Actually, f6 Amrita could be considered because eventually you want to play f5, or queen e8 is also possible to think, or
Queen
even
e8 is
bishop
fine.
f6.
No, not don't exchange the pieces. Right now, Arjun needs to, fight. As many pieces as he can keep. It's the best. Yeah, Queen e8 I like.
But Amrita, why not f6? I was thinking because
F6 is also
the
possible.
reason is if you when you move the bishop, which you will, then I have b5, which I get. So maybe it was not such a bad idea, but I think
I think
Arjun.
he's just like not wanting to exchange, like provoke more.
It's not about. I
No?
think he just doesn't like that this is weak. So for example, take and then rook a7, and then
Again, the seventh rank. In the last game, that rook did come to the
yeah.
seventh rank and caused a lot of trouble. Sure. No, Queen e8, I definitely like practical move. Did Magnus go for bishop h6
Yeah,
anyway?
Magnus has gone bishop h6.
Uh,
Very interesting, yeah, Amruta, because allowing b5 is something of a quite a bold decision because b5 is what you want. Let's say take ab.
Now I like, look at this. Now you don't even have f6 and your queen is well placed on e8. So I prefer a queen on e8 than the pawn on f6 in the same situation. क्या खेलोगे क्या? Sachin Paul says the c5 and e5 difference you showed during the opening is the same theme as Auerbach variation as well. Interesting how one line can show you an idea. Thanks
True.
for your super chat.
I think the Auerbach is with bishop e2 is the same concept. It works there also. Bishop e2 bg5.
Okay, now Sagar, the usually guys in this kind of a structure, what is the move that you should consider for white, of course? Yes, Sagar.
There are two ideas here. One is the sort of aggressive idea with f4. The other idea is to actually what Nubair, who is in the chat, has mentioned. Fantastic idea, and also Rakshit and many others. I think Anshul, Aryan, Prashamsa, b4. And the thing is that if you take, I will go knight a2 and I will take on b4 and then enter on c6. And if you play c4 here, because you get a passed pawn,
exactly. But you
then
get
here
d4 square forever.
d4 you have in control, c5 you have not given up because the b4 controls, and your knight is stable now, so constantly attacking b5
or
f4.
Achha.
And then you have rook a7, you have e5 ideas in the air, you have f5 ideas in the air. There is a lot of
mainly the c8 bishop, like what is it doing? It's just completely a bad piece.
And Arjun is brave. Arjun says, I will go for the same concept, but I don't want your queen here. I'm ready to actually provoke your queen to come into my position and then play b5, which is very risky. And by the way, Arjun is now in a very difficult situation. According to the engine, it's completely lost. But I can't believe that it's completely lost. Because see, firstly, Arjun didn't want this queen to be on d2. So he took here.
Is he planning something like queen e5, queen g7?
Yes, yes.
But
you know, Amruta, what's the winning idea here? Can we ask the chat?
Yeah,
Guys, white to play.
Vinayak Vaidya Superchat says, I always wonder what keeps Magnus motivated to be in his best form, crushing everyone left and right. Thoughts? What keeps Magnus motivated?
What keeps Magnus motivated is today's after
Today
the
is
stream
for
he
sure.
wants to make a statement. I think that is his real motivation. That
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if he doesn't make a statement, then we will have to understand what his motivation was. F4, beautiful, excellent job, guys. F4 is the correct move, gaining the center, but most importantly, stopping this move. And you know, Amruta, what is the point? Now I'll go further. Sarfaraz, Manish, MD, Hardik Bhatti, Saad, Anuj, Geet, Affection, Vishesh, and Prakash. Well done, guys. Point now. D4. What was your point of the move? Now, come on, guys, all of you who told the move F4, your knight is attacked. What is the attacking concept here? Okay, Magnus, by the way, doesn't go for F4. He goes Rook A7 in the game. But just this very idea, Amruta, is so amazing. So nice to learn it.
क्या सवाल क्या है समझ में नहीं आया है.
White to play.
अच्छा white, what should white play?
सरल भाषा में.
बिल्कुल सरल भाषा थी नहीं वो.
नहीं, the main point is
what is the point, what is the point, here there समझ में नहीं आया. अभी समझा.
and guys, the
Point
move,
है कि somebody
people-
was sleeping
people want to play
and
F5.
suddenly he is.
This is hanging. ठीक है. This is, does not work, guys.
Okay, let me give a hint to people. Kumbhakaran.
Horrible hint.
It doesn't.
Shivam, Love Chess, Manish,
No,
Sai,
is
Prasanna,
it
Saad,
E5?
Ubaid, Arnav, Rakshank, Bhumika. E5.
Okay, my point was, I'll tell you, this was not the move. So that's why the hint was Kumbhakaran. Because this knight was sleeping until this time. So I thought knight h3, knight g5 with the idea of mate.
It's possible F6 is the move here.
Achha.
But you can get the knight from E4
Oh.
to this
So
square.
same concept.
Same concept.
But then Kumbhakaran is the right clue.
It's a good clue, but many people may not know.
That's why. Okay,
Here,
not universal.
knight attacks here. Want to come here, take, and then G7 mate and knight G5. So it's a lot of threats.
Correct. Rakshita's bishop h5 doesn't work. No, I don't think bishop h5 was very forcing, right? Over there, Sagar?
It's not even that you are threatening
Not here.
anything because this is defended. So I can just
exactly.
take it.
Exactly.
Okay, anyway, let's come back to the game because Magnus Carlsen has come in with his rook to attack. Oh, no, not this position. I was surprised. Rook a7 here. And Arjun has played this move b4. At the very least, Amruta, Magnus can win a pawn now with rook c7, b takes c3, b takes c3.
But then rook b2 if I go.
Nubair
the
Shah
plan?
Sheikh says only Team Hans can find this.
If I go rook b2 here, what is your idea? Are you going bishop, let's say d3, like move?
Maybe-
Oh, wow. Like simple moves are not so.
Bishop
working
d3
well.
was not the best.
Bishop d1, let's say if you go.
Hmm.
Again, this
Threatening
guy
bishop a4.
finally he says now he has to travel for work.
जिंदा हूँ मैं
नहीं, work from home खत्म हो गया है.
किसके लिए. Oh, he played rook b2 your move, Amruta. Well
No,
done.
that is natural, Sagar.
Well done.
That is very obvious.
Well done, but
Still well done. ठीक है. Over ये मिल गया मुझे. Thank you. I will keep the composure though.
okay. Rook b2, rook e1, defending the bishop.
Queen e5 now. That is a possibility. This is not getting trapped because you have rook a7 and for queen b6 maybe.
Guys, if Arjun loses this, it will end today's finale. But if Arjun manages to draw or win, we will see one more game.
By the way, Basant Sethi says Yuzi did amazing today on the field. That's great to know, guys. All of you, or not many of you, would be knowing that Yuzvendra Chahal, who is in the Indian cricket team, he has been a national under 12 champion. He used to play chess.
Yeah.
So it's a very nice.
Actually, I saw him. I was playing in the same nationals as, not in that where he won, but in 2002 when I played nationals in Chennai. He was there with his brother. His brother's name is Aman Chahal.
Right.
And my friend Kaushal Shukla played with Yuzvendra, and he drew with him, and I think Yuzvendra used to offer a draw in a very funny way. He used to do like something like this. He wouldn't say draw, do you want to draw? He would do something like this.
We
So
should ask him about this.
yeah, I still remember this. It was now 20 years ago, but it's still very fresh, that entire thing. Some episodes of your life stick in your memory in ways that are more clear, even if they're 20 years ago, than what happened maybe 20 hours ago or 20 days ago. I don't know why. Maybe there is some scientific explanation to it, which I'm not, which I don't,
Maybe
which I have
something
not
which
read.
made you laugh, something which is very different, something
Yeah.
that kind of a thing. Yeah. And he was pretty serious about chess. In fact, we had a camp in Aurangabad, and he was attending it every day, working on chess for many hours. So he was also playing cricket at that point of time, but never did imagine that he would leave chess and
Yeah.
full time be cricket. Yeah, no, he wasn't famous at that time, of course.
Chess code says in Help Chess, can you add a feature where name will be displayed as anonymous well-wisher on the website, but we can get ATG certificate by entering real name, just the name will not be shown on the website. Good feature asked for, and we will try to implement it, because some people want to contribute without revealing their name. I understand, and we'll try to implement that. Yeah, that's a good suggestion, excellent suggestion. By the way, Amruta, queen e5 played. Can you tell me why knight d3 is a blunder? Because I'm forking you. So what is wrong in that? There is a fork, and many times we would not consider such a move because of that fork.
Wow. Mithun, Pushkar, Sangeet, Mukul, Pranab, Shabadjot, Savite, Shubham. Not Eric, not Rookie too, because your queen is hanging and you won't get enough compensation after Rookie 1 anyway. So Queen C3 is the right move because this is hanging if you take here.
Yeah, our chat was very much, everyone found it. So in the game, Magnus didn't play knight d3, of course. He went queen c1 back, preparing attacking the rook. So he went rook b3 now, Amruta, attacking here.
Yeah, and now
Knight d1. Actually, what Magnus has done now, Amruta, is like he said, I've won a pawn. So that is enough for me. F4 may come next at some point, right time. I may first evict your rook with bishop c4 also. My rook is well placed on c7. I'm pawn up.
अरे ये रुक है इधर. And that's why right now Arjun will go for g5, stopping f4, because at least he has got white's pieces all back to square one in some way, and this is the max that in future he is going to be able to create play over here with maybe h5, knight f6. First h4 he goes. But here my question
No,
is,
e4 is
can
hanging,
you?
no?
But it was hanging, no? Earlier also.
There was knight on f2.
No, this was hanging. So for example, to just show you, like if you make a move, random move, and if I go here.
No, it was, Mamluta, the point was that knight was on f2. There f4 was coming, so it was defending.
Okay.
He brought his knight here. Now this is not coming anymore.
Got it. So he played h4, bishop c4 first.
And now f4 we
goes
can come
back.
because rook is defending.
F4 आएगा तो F4 queen H5, but queen on H5 means again bishop E2. Carlsen has made it very tough, yeah, very, very tough. Also, Sagar, no matter what, even when you're playing Carlsen, sometimes you're losing one game, second game, and then you are under pressure that it's not even so easy to draw with him. So hard, this pressure. I'm glad that Arjun is able to, get this experience. This is
I remember
so
that in
important.
2013, when Anand played against Magnus, um, I was watching this first round. I was watching in my living room with the commentary on Doordarshan. It was at that point they had broadcasted it with commentary by Ramesh, Suzanne Polgar, Tanya Sachdev, and Lawrence Trent. They had four commentators. I had a chessboard on the floor. I was sitting there and I was watching on TV and making the moves on the board. And then I actually went to Chennai after a couple of rounds because there was the open tournament which I played there in Chennai. And on the end of one of my rounds, which was the fifth round of the World Championship, I went to watch it. And there Magnus grounded a completely sort of equalish endgame, slightly better endgame for 5 hours and beat Anand. So the score was 4 draws first, and then Magnus won the fifth game. And then everyone was waiting for Anand to come back. Then Anand lost another. Then he lost another. There were a few draws in between, and then another. And the match was over 6.5 points for Magnus, 3.5 for Anand, or three something, 3.5. In 10 games, it was over. 12 game ka match tha. And that is when you realize that when you're facing a Magnus in form, it's just impossible to stop him. He was like winning one game after another, any kind of end game. It was drawn rook end game. Wish he would make a mistake and game over.
That was hard.
Yeah.
That was hard. Eric says Arjun looks sad.
No, Arjun, I mean, of course, he would be upset. It's not easy to know from his face because he's generally like this even when he's winning. But I'm sure that knowing what sort of a competitor he's always like he always wants to do his best. And a bad result can impact someone in two ways. It can break them or it can make them even stronger. And I think
Yes.
Arjun is kind of that player who will take
What
this in
doesn't
the
kill you makes you stronger.
yeah, he will take it like as a great learning experience and improve from this.
Vishesh Khodwani asks, with so many youngsters around the world, whom do you guys think will dominate just like Carlsen? Will it be Ali Reza, Gukesh, Nadir Beg, or some other
Very
guy?
tough question.
And also, I don't think as of now we can predict that somebody can dominate like Carlsen. Like Carlsen has been
Yeah.
facing all newcomers as well, and all the
But
old
someone
generation as
will
well. But
dominate
he
at some point. Like for example, if you think about the chess world,
dominating is not going to
Kasparov
be easy now.
dominated 15 years, correct?
Yes.
Then Anand dominated 7 years. Kramnik dominated 6 years. Then Anand dominated 7 years, like the world championship title.
Wow, he finds a very nice move, Magnus. Because if you take here, then first comes
Ooh.
knight g4.
Ooh, beautiful. Because queen f4, there is queen takes f4, and the rook on e8 is hanging.
Yeah, yeah, please continue.
And now Magnus is dominating, so it's just the nature of, I think, the world championship title that someone who wins it generally is able to dominate. But if you remember the period of 1960 to 72, you will realize that no one could dominate that period. 1960, Mikhail Tal beat Botvinnik. Then 1961, Botvinnik beat Tal again. Then in 63, Petrosian beat Botvinnik. Then I think 66, Spassky beat Petrosian. Then, or maybe 66 was Petrosian beat Spassky. 69 was Spassky beat Petrosian. 72 was Fischer beats Spassky. So, this kind of 10 years where everyone was, there was in between, I'm sorry, I missed Mislov maybe somewhere.
Don't worry, you're not getting any award, gold, silver, or even if you miss something. But amazing. No, it was amazing. बहुत मजा आ रहा है. Please continue. Don't be demotivated. It just what doesn't kill you makes you strong.
Rook is attacked. And then
Yeah,
came
Iman
Fischer.
says Misla was earlier than Tal. Are you sure, Iman?
No. No. Really? Yeah, maybe. What am I doing? I'm just forgetting everything. Yeah, maybe.
No, only Smyslov ka na, and then the one more person you said. Oh,
And-
please suggest good. First complete it.
And then Karpov won 75 without playing. And from 75 to 85, Karpov dominated for 10 years. 84. Then Kasparov came and dominated. So actually the domination part started from 75 onwards. Rook c6. हाँ ये भी बढ़िया चाल है. ये देखा ये move d f5, so that you could have played directly f5 here somewhere, but then the knight gets this square. So he's like, I'll first block this and then f5, so that my knight will
This
get this.
typical idea,
Typical.
Sagar? Wow. How many of you remember Sagar showing this idea? I mean, learn from classics and many commentaries. He has shown his game as well. How many of you remember this idea? Is there a name to this, by the way? Himang says Misla won in 57 against Botvinnik. Then 58 he lost to Botvinnik.
Yeah. Correct. Sorry, my mistake. SVR says Anand didn't dominate, as at least not like Magnus. True, because Anand was world champion from 2007 to 2013, but there were a few years in that, I think from 2010 to 2013, where Magnus was world number one. While Magnus, since he won the world title, he has never let go of the world number one spot also.
Yeah, in fact, someone had mentioned from 2009 he's 2800 and above.
Yeah.
And he's not gone down.
I think 2010 is when he became the world number one for the first time, and then he didn't let it go from. He became world number one at some point, then he let it go for some time. Then I think that is how it happened.
Someone had asked to suggest good chess movies. Searching for Bobby Fischer.
Search for Bobby
Pawn
Fischer.
Sacrifice.
Yes.
Queen of Cartway. These three for sure.
And also documentary album 61, which is freely
Which is
available.
Girlfriends.
Of
And there is
Boris
Magnus
Girlfriend.
also. Magnus ka also.
Yeah,
In fact, there was
Magnus.
a tournament we were playing in Charleroi, where Sagar, on the first day at the stall, he saw the DVD of Magnus. And then Sagar said, I'm going to buy it. But it was expensive. So it was decided that only if he wins the prize in the tournament, he can buy the DVD. And he actually
Finished fourth there, I believe.
he got that was a tough tournament. He got a good prize, and then
then we traveled to World Cup, where Magnus was playing, and I could get it signed.
yeah. Yes,
And
we
now
have
I have the signed copy of it. It was not fair for Anand because of yeah, for sure.
correct.
Prabodh says, are girls not allowed in these world championships, or no one has been able to do
No
that
one
so
has
far?
been able to.
They are allowed absolutely.
Open.
In fact,
That's why it's a open section.
the closest someone has come is Judith Polgar, who played the world championship event in 2005. 2005 in San Luis, where Topalov won. That was the world championship tournament. and she was in the top 8 players. So that's the closest someone has come, because if she had won the tournament, she would have become the world champion at that point. Uh, but they are absolutely allowed to play. One of the things which is very important, and I keep telling it in different commentary and my streams, is that the most ambitious girls who want to really become strong have to play in open events. Like, if they play more open events, they will get stronger faster. That is, they have to play with boys, they have to play with men, because that is a tougher challenge for them. And so this is an important thing which Judith did. It's an important thing which Humpy did. And I think it's very important, because someone who's very good, it's very natural to feel tempted to play in the girls section and win the medal and win the prizes there. But if you can resist that temptation, which is not easy, because on one hand it's sure that you might win something, and on the other it's very tough, then you might lose against the guys, but overall it's just like you will keep getting strong. So it's foregoing short term benefits for a long term gain.
Yeah. Who you fan?
Ho you fan? Yes, absolutely. Ho you fan?
It's a very hard decision, and a lot depends, of course, on the support on the family, because obviously the girl is not going to understand when she's so young.
Yeah.
So I think now we are going to see the resignation, right, Sagar, in a move or two.
Yes, if I think mainly the reason why Arjun may call it a day very soon is because his king is very weak. And queen g5, rook h6 are ideas. But okay, queen g5 he will block with this. So perhaps d6 makes a lot of sense, because queen g5 knight, now knight cannot come here, you can take, there's a pin. So perhaps the best move is bishop e6. Now a check, because if you play knight g6, then now I can take on e6, fe6, queen g6 is hanging, rook e6 also, rook e6, fe6 and queen g6, so that does not work. So you must play king h8, and now have to find a
Rook h6 ko knight h7 and
rook
queen on
h6.
g5 is attacked.
But look at this idea, Amrita. This is something which only engines can find.
Which?
Knight g4. Mara check.
Oh.
No. First, not check. Knight h7, because then queen is attacked. But you put bishop d3, and now knight h7.
Oh, it's a forced. Wow, you just deflected the pawn from that diagonal.
Correct. And if you play here bishop takes c4, then I give a check, knight here and knight f6. And now this is hanging, and if you take here, I'll take, because the knight is pinned.
By the way, Magnus played rook d6. Can you double click on the game?
What did he play?
He played d6. Sorry, d6, bishop e6.
Check. No, this is this is the position.
Nubair says it's sad to see Arjun losing like this, but on the other hand, Magnus at his best after 5 to 6 years.
I can tell you that I am seeing this Magnus really, it's a rare sight.
Yes.
You see him maybe like this, very, very rare. It's like Chaudhary ka Chand type. It's not common.
Wow. So hoping that it stays like this for a while.
Hopefully.
Not for a while, for a long time. Because I think if actually today Arjun got to play against the best Magnus, which is amazing, and more of our players should get that.
Magnus will be like, now, you want best Magnus, you want good Magnus, medium Magnus, or
Play Magnus.
please tell me accordingly, I'll charge my fee.
Yeah.
By the way, Dr. Pungo Ponavaiko, thank you for your contribution of 2000 and for becoming a believer of Indian chess, and also Pari Kanappan, thank you for your support.
Himang says after 2021 World Cup loss against Duda, Magnus' 2 games against Fedorov was unbelievable.
Yeah, they were nice. Exchange sacks and all. They were very good. Yeah, I see a lot of people in the chat saying Arjun playing under pressure. Arjun is tensed. Arjun under pressure. I don't know. Like today, at least he didn't blunder something really big. I think it was just Magnus playing really well.
Which were the important moves according to you, which Magnus found
Today,
in this game? Yeah,
in this game or today
maybe
entire?
today entire day.
Two games only have been over.
Hmm.
First game, I think I really like this idea of queen c7 and c5 break.
No, actually that Magnus played crazy in a way.
It was
Because you
nice.
were also saying, right, c5 thodi aayega. That was so
Yeah,
difficult, so difficult.
I found that to be a
So
great game.
couldn't imagine he went for that. And first game matters. First game matters in some way.
For sure.
Because all the next
So the
games
tempo
are
is set,
actually, yeah, right.
Magnus enjoying himself because now he has a risk-free edge. His knight is coming here, his rook is well placed, his queen is well placed. So very nice position. Argya Gupta, thank you for your support to helpchess.org, for being our 204th believer. Thank you. Rook g7, good move by Arjun, getting the rook to the open file here. If you notice, guys, the material is even. Both sides have 3 pawns, one knight and 2 rooks and queens. But it's just the quality of pieces. Firstly, king is exposed, king is safe. Knight, this is just Magnus playing, yeah, with his opponent. But actually, what could be the idea of h3? Just doesn't want maybe 94 rook d1 perhaps. King as h2 then.
Dharmik says, honestly saying, yesterday I got to see Magnus attacking like that, and I can say that nobody survives when world champion attacks like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Queen d7. And I like how Magnus, when he's close to victory, he switches on his total focus mode. There you go. Really focused, and all the youngsters and all the players watching this learn it from Magnus, that when you are winning, get extra careful, not get complacent. I see many people, when they are winning, they start moving around, they start smiling at other people, they start to feel, oh, aaj main jeetunga. But it's more important to stay extra focused.
Yeah, extra focused is the right word. Yeah. Extra.
I think 94 makes a lot of sense. Hitting here and here. I think overall Magnus and his aim of 2900 could happen if he's as motivated as he's right now. That's when I feel that for Magnus to play at this level, he has to keep that sustained level of motivation. Oh, by the way, he's played f5, and his point is, if you play knight d6, he wants to take queen h4.
No. No.
But I think Magnus can take this. Now you can take with the rook or
Yeah.
the king.
Rook.
Let's say you take with the rook.
Okay.
I take on d6, queen d6, and now queen f5. This is hanging and it's over. 2 pawns down.
Has he resigned or?
No, he first takes on d6. But then I think Arjun took here, rook e5.
Vishal asks, super chat, Sagar Bhai, don't you think in these positional epics, Nihal versus Magnus would have been some games to watch? Some game to watch.
I think first of all, we must give credit to Arjun for qualifying till the finals. to beat players like Lei Kwang Liam and to beat all the top players in the preliminaries, reaching there. Arjun has actually gained the respect of the top chess players. No one takes him lightly in the chess world now.
Yeah.
So, yes, we can argue that okay, some players would do better against Magnus and so on, but it's an entire tournament, right? It's not just the finals.
I'm not sure. It's the first time. Like this experience, maybe next time we have to see again.
Takes on a 5.
Ritik Kumar says Carlsen
Mate in one
himself
thread.
said Arjun is top 10 player in Rapid right now.
Yeah, for sure. He was also talking to one of the top players in the world, and according to him, also Arjun is really strong, really strong. So it's very difficult. I mean, that's where we guys saying that Magnus is in an altogether another form is not just because Arjun is losing or something. It's just that Magnus is playing really well, and Magnus has won here because the queens are traded. Arjun is unhappy. He's going to resign here. The finals is over, and a smile on Magnus's face. Not really a smile, but job well done. Now the smile comes, and he's won it, and he's left the video, and so has Arjun. Uh, the finals has ended, Amruta.
Yes, for sure. But as Sagar says and has said, we must remember that Arjun reached here, the top of the mountain, and it was a very, very tough journey. And for Magnus to, feel that motivation to play against Arjun, it was still something for us to watch and not
Yeah.
underestimate for sure.
And well, guys, on a lighter note, maybe the most interesting part of today may happen where Magnus might say more in his interview about a few things. So I guess we'll try to stay back.
Yes, we can stay back and maybe you can, maybe I'll also, until we get the news. So Nihal is not playing right now. Gukesh, Nihal. Is anybody playing?
No, you play bullet.
I'll play bullet.
Amruta,
No, I mean, I don't. I can play bullet if you are okay.
Aditya Sur Roy says, please spam hearts for Arjun. He played against the best in the world. Correct. I would say, guys, let's have Arjun OP for reaching the finals. Reaching the finals of this event, not at all easy. And he has done something special for sure to reach here when in a tournament you have world class players playing, fighting, and amidst them, he managed to, finish at the top. I'll set it up for you.
No, I'll set it up. You just tell me if I do something wrong.
Thank you, chat. Thank you so much. I think a lot of people do. Chess D says some good news by qualifying for the finals. Arjun has qualified for the grand final
Bull.
of CCT. Okay, that's very nice. I didn't know this. It's very good news.
Wow. Amazing.
Sid says, thank you for covering the tournament, guys. I love your analysis. Truly appreciate it. Yeah, I think it was very cool. Also, yesterday, guys, I had to travel to Delhi, and Amruta just filled in, and she did a phenomenal job setting everything up and doing it all on her own. Although she's clearly struggling to understand what to do here with a very simple thing here. It's like it's like that
to get
you
this.
are trying to uh, you know क्या कर रही हो
I
तुम?
I will do it. No, no, no. Even if I go wrong, it's me. I have to learn. I
This
will
is
do
the
it.
one. This is the
I know.
not that
This
this
one, but it's not getting clicked.
this.
Hmm. But why is this not getting clicked? Oh, nice. It's there. तुम इधर बात करो ना. Let me
If
focus on
you
what
are
I'm
great
doing.
enough to compete with Magnus, then you are no. When
Sorry.
what did you say? Can we call Arjun? I would say not really. We will leave it for another day when Arjun, I think he's clearly disappointed. It might not be the right time to call him. We can call him at some extent.
Yeah, I want a double wala video, if possible, or I will copy paste until you're calling, because until you're talking, it's fine.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it works well. You can play.
इधर ऐसे
Hmm.
नहीं नहीं I will adjust it.
अरे क्या प्रॉब्लम है तुम्हारे गेम
हाँ
में थोड़ी
हाँ
ना
I,
आ रहा है.
I have an idea. I have a better idea. No, it's just not visually pleasing.
Which will be the next stream?
Bullet is happening right now. I think Anish versus Global.
When
What
is
is the
Arjun
pairing?
versus
Arjun
Raja
versus
box?
Raja. That's not yet announced, maybe. Okay. Also, I want to remove this. Can you, because this is on your side, or you don't disturb me if I'm removing. Is it okay? Sagar,
Hmm?
either I do my stuff, give me 2 minutes, or you remove this, what I'm telling you.
Hmm.
You remove this and all the keep chess in there and that number.
Interview started. Guys, you can tell us the update of what interview he's saying. Wait, let me hear. I cannot play it here, but I can hear it. No, and then I'll
Yes,
tell
yes,
you.
you can hear it. Let people hear. थोड़ा सा
Controversy drama. They thrive when there is some drama or controversy. How were you so motivated? Good question.
Arjun.
Okay, guys, I saw it, and I think Magnus didn't make any statement. He will give a statement tomorrow, he said. Um, and tomorrow or in the coming days, and that's when we will get to know. Also, he spoke a bit about chess boxing and all of it, so you can go and check out his interview on Chess 24 and Magnus Carlsen and other websites where he was live. uh, yeah, I think overall Magnus will make a statement more about cheating in chess and so on, and I think it can be interesting to just know his thoughts. And yeah, there we have it. We're good, Amruta. No voice? No, everything is good.
Oh yeah, all good.
You won?
No, no, I lost. It was the worst game ever. Like ever, 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 ever.
Yeah, the interview is done. Okay. So, guys, Amruta will play some bullet right now. I'll take your leave and thank you all for being such wonderful people, and also for supporting our players, for supporting chess in general. Also, we have help chess that was launched during this tournament, so it becomes extra special, this website. So I think two of our dream projects, Chessranga and help chess, have been launched, and these are something which will stay for a very long time to come. We are going to work on them every day. We are going to make sure that you get good content to learn chess in Chessranga. We are going to make sure that you get good um, that all the chess players in India receive good support, who are talented and in need of funds. So all of this will happen in the coming days, and thanks to your support. So thank you all. And also, I think there was this World Youth that is going on, which I'm very interested. World Cadets. World Youth is 14, 16, 18. World Cadets is 8, 10, 12. Under 8, under 10, under 12. And just, oh, ninth round is over. So just to tell you guys, because I made a video today, Safin Safarullah Khan, who was in joint lead, lost today. So he's been pushed back, while Ethan Vass won his game. So he's now on third rank. Wow, Ethan is actually doing well in the tournament. Fantastic. He has a chance to win. Charvi won her game, so she's on third position. And Shubhi Gupta won her game, so she's on first position now. Fantastic. So I think we are looking at least 3 medals at the World Cadets, in the form of Ethan, Charvi. You lost. Oh,
Can you see
Charvi.
the chat? Is he there in chat?
Who?
And the person who challenged
Adha.
me.
By the way, Amit Abad, thank you for becoming backer of Indian chess.
अमृता दी कल क्या हो गया था वर्स्ट फ्लैगिंग या कौन खेला अभी मेरे साथ हु प्लेड विथ मी इट वाज व्हाट वाज योर नेम आधार आधार कार्ड खेला क्या
Asmithya says, from where can I buy your merch? From chessbase.in. In that, you will find online shop there. inside it accessories, and you can get all the.
Acha, how are you going to say me? I'll only believe it was you if your name is also Aadhar. ओके बट थैंक यू, मज़ा आया, बहुत ही सही था। इधर बहुत टफ है, मेरे खुद की जगह पे जाके ही खेलना है। चलो तुम ये रैंकिंग्स पढ़ लो सागर।
Which one? मैंने पढ़ लिया।
हो गया ना?
You can play थोड़ा टाइम।
नहीं आई एम डन।
Play till you lose.
तो अभी ओके सेंटर में बैठ के थोड़ा एक ट्राई करती हूँ। अरे बहुत टफ है खेलना तुम्हारा माउस से। गाइस oops, नहीं, sorry, I'll accept the challenge. Let me accept the challenge of someone. Very sorry for the person जिसका मैंने चैलेंज। शबाद। ओ मेरा गेम अबॉर्ट हो गया। इंटरनेट बहुत लैग हो रहा है आज। यप ठीक है, इट इज़ चेस लाइफ। आई हैव एक्सेप्टेड द चैलेंज। देखते हैं 2239 एंड आई एम E3। क्या प्लान है? Should I go for this? No, I'll go for this. Oops. अरे यार इंटरमीजो था। ये प्रीमोस। आ शिट। हाँ ठीक है, मज़ा आया। दैट वाज गुड। चैट कुछ दिख नहीं रहा है, सो चेस लाइव इट वाज फन। नेक्स्ट टाइम आई कम इन द लाइव स्ट्रीम एंड आई फेयर देयर, लेट मी नो हु यू आर। लेट मी प्ले विद somebody else. गट्टू का रेटिंग 1250 है। क्या मैं उसको 20 मुंह में हरा सकती हूँ? बुलेट में थोड़ा टफ है क्योंकि रेटिंग पे जाना, बट गट्टू खेल नहीं रहा है, गट्टू पढ़ाई कर रहा है, सो नहीं हरा सकते उसको 20 मुंह में। ओ वो गट्टू ने खेला। ठीक है चलो लेट्स ट्राई। क्लोज सिसिलियन में 20 मुंह में तो नहीं हरा सकते, बट जो भी कर सकते करेंगे। क्रश करना चाहिए, उतना तो है। गट्टू काफी स्ट्रांग खेल रहा है वैसे। अरे मैंने C4 क्यों नहीं खेला था? कुछ तो रीज़न था। आई डोंट रिमेम्बर इट नाउ। नहीं, मैंने क्वीन D2 नहीं मारा। स्टूपिड। इतना बुरा कौन खेलता है यार। ठीक है, मैं खेलती हूँ। थैंक यू, आपने बिशप दे दिया मुझे। वाह, यही ब्लंडर चाहिए था बस। अब बदल दे पूरी जिंदगी। जाओ पीछे साइमन, गो बैक। अच्छा, उसका फ्लैग डाउन हो गया, चलो। गट्टू ने लेकिन अच्छा खेला, 1250 के हिसाब से। वेल डन गट्टू, प्रीटी स्ट्रांग। अभी मैं लास्ट गेम खेलती हूँ। किससे खेल रहे हो सोचो गाइस। Who would get such an opportunity to play with मिखेल ताल? क्या ही, मतलब क्या ही मेरी जिंदगी है। Okay, E5, I'm not sure about that. Okay, wait a second, I have to not think so much. यही मूव थी जो मैंने बहुत देर से करनी चाहिए थी, बट मैंने की नहीं। स्टूपिड मी। तो पीछे गया। अरे यार क्या खेलूं, शिट। बहुत ही स्लो खेला, 20 सेकंड स्लो खेला एक्चुअली। मिखेल ताल बहुत ही फास्ट निकले, पर वो ताल जैसे बिल्कुल ही नहीं खेले, बट खेले बहुत फास्ट। चैट देखे बिना पता नहीं चलता है क्या चल रहा है। कोई है क्या जो 2500 है जिसने मुझे चैलेंज किया हुआ है? कोई नहीं है गाइस, ठीक है। वही मेरा बार था। अपोनेंट मैग्नस जैसे चाहिए था, 2500 के आगे किसी ने ये चैलेंज नहीं किया है। तो गाइज दैट वाज इट फॉर टुडे। बुलेट स्ट्रीम करना है तो बुलेट वो मोड चाहिए, फोकस चाहिए। सो आई विल डू दैट अगेन नेक्स्ट टाइम, बट फॉर नाउ थैंक यू सो मच फॉर स्टेइंग बैक एंड वॉचिंग द गेम्स। टाटा, बाय बाय, हैव अ गुड डे टुमारो, सी यू वेरी वेरी सून। ठीक है, अभी एंड स्क्रीन तो कहाँ से करूँगा? सागर के हज़ारों विंडोज़ इधर खोले हुए हैं।